Greetings, you two. Have you ever had someone unintentionally prove a point for you more beautifully than you could have proved it for yourself, even if you had tried? I I had that happen the other day. I think it was the day after the Doctor Who announcement when they had revealed that Doctor Who was going to be played by a woman this time around. Which makes perfect sense for this character because Doctor Who transforms completely from cycle to cycle. He becomes, or she becomes, a completely new being in every way, shape, and form. For me, my doctor, the one I was introduced to when I was younger, was Tom Baker, and that's the doctor that I always think of in my head when you say Doctor Who, with his wonderfully marvelous scarf. Um, but he just transformed many times since then, and I've never been a huge Whovian. I've picked up a few, caught a few episodes here and there. I just picked up some on DVD recently because I want to listen to the commentary track. It was the blonde guy who, whatever name he had. It was the one after Tom Baker, I think. Um, but when the announcement came out that it was going to be a woman, yeah, the man babies of the internet just exploded because how dare you infringe upon their personal mental image of who Doctor Who was or is. Um, and I was listening to a video about this, and I think it was on Nerdy and Quirky. She's quite entertaining. Sabrina, I think is her name. Um, and I left a comment, and I actually used this comment a couple different times. So I thought it was pithy. I believe I stole it from someone, so I didn't write it. I just took it from somebody else. And the line is, it's a little known fact that the TARDIS runs on the tears of fragile masculinity, which I think is quite clever. Kind of wish I had written it myself, but didn't. Um, and I left that comment there. And yesterday, however long it has been since the announcement and the 23rd of July, which is when I'm filming this, or 24th, I should say. Uh, Someone left a comment, and the comment was, and I quote, "STFU, you beta fag." Now stop for a second. Just let that roll over you. Someone read the line, "It's a little known fact that the TARDIS runs on the tears of fragile masculinity." And they came back with telling someone to shut up and then used a gendered slur to end their little command. I couldn't have done a better job if I had tried in presenting the internet with an example of fragile masculinity. It was beautiful. And it's another example of how so many men feel entitled to being in the center of the stage. They need to be in that spotlight, both inside their own head, which is fine. You're the main character of your own story. But they need to be in that spotlight in everyone else's story. And if you dare imply that they are, in fact, not the main character of everyone else's story, and that they are not actually standing in the spotlight except inside their own mind, some men get a little upset.